Welcome back to On the Tee on this 23rd of March, 2011. Two pros and a hack in our Okoboji Bar and Grill Clubhouse studios. And, of course, it's Wing Wednesdays at all Okoboji locations, including Ankeny, Johnston, Ames, Pleasant Hill, South Des Moines. 45-cent wings all days on Wednesdays, okobojigrill.com. We feasted on some great Okoboji food tonight. What'd you have, a little salmon
Yeah, a
again?
little fish sandwich was delicious.
That was I had the chicken fingers. Those were superb. And what was that? What else did you have out there that you were dining on?
I had some fish. I don't know what kind it was.
Well,
I mean, in Fort Dodge, we pretty much just eat catfish.
Well, they got the Lenten specials. They've got tilapia sandwich, the herb-crusted
that might have been
salmon,
tilapia. Yeah.
Shrimp pasta, fried shrimp basket, and beer battered fish sandwich. That's what you had. Speaking of fish on the Mississippi, let's go out east to the Arsenal. Former K-State Wildcat Todd Fowler. First question out of our mouth this evening is, who was hotter, Raquel Welch or Elizabeth Taylor in their prime?
Kevin Kwok, when he misses a really long putt just off the edge, he says it's a Raquel Welch. He said it looked really good for a really long time, so I'm going to go with her.
Well, that's been the consensus with the exception of the grandpa here in the studio. No, I did say Raquel too, so enough of that. How you been, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing fine, thanks, guys. Jay, Judd, how's it going?
Going real good there, Todd. How's things over at the Arsenal?
Well, me and Jake Pullen are kind of wiping away our last tears here, but we're doing pretty good. Rainy, cold day today, but we opened last Thursday, so we're excited to get going.
Well, getting beat by those Wisconsin Badgers probably was tough duty for you.
Yeah, they did that to us 3 years ago, so it's kind of one of those things where if we can get in a bracket without them or Colorado, I think we'd be all right. We can beat maybe anybody else. I don't know.
Todd, it's been so long since I've had a team I could root for in the NCAA tournament. I blocked you out at, about time you start talking.
What's wrong with North Carolina? You got Harrison Barnes. You like Ames. That's Titletown to your buddy here right there.
No, I'd rather root for Duke than North Carolina. Nothing against. I just more of a Duke guy.
You're just against anything Horty does.
That's true.
Well, have you guys opened up yet? And if you haven't, when will you open up?
We did. We opened last Thursday, so we've been open a week now, and we had some nice weather, and we've had about 3 good days since then, but it looks like we're going to be shut down for about 4 more. We'll be open, but I don't know anybody in their right mind that would play. It's supposed to be in the 30s this weekend, but we're ready to go. We got a few, got the green spot, got the holes changed a couple times, so yeah, we're ready. It's good.
I hate to tell you, but I'm looking right across at a guy that probably would take a run out there and play it in the 30s, Mr. Gibb.
Yeah, those guys are pretty hardy. Jay and Judd, they like to play. They'll get out there and play in anything.
Well, it's the best time of the year to play. You never have to wait for anybody.
Yeah.
I was going to say, the Arsenal sits kind of low, and then you got a lot of tree cover there. I mean, 30 degrees probably feels like 45 out there when you're out there playing.
Yeah, it can be pretty nice as long as the wind's not coming up the river, out of Davenport, from the Davenport side. But just depends on where that wind's coming from.
Of course, last year we talked to you. I'm sorry, Judd. We talked to you a couple times last year, and you kind of gave a description for our statewide audience of the Arsenal. We got a growing audience on television and radio every year. Tell us a little history, a little bit more about the Arsenal for people that aren't familiar with that great track.
Yeah, it's obviously a neat golf course. Anything built before 1900 is unique from a historical standpoint. But it's obviously an old golf course, tree lined. It's a links. We go out 8 holes straight out along the Mississippi. Turn around there and come back, just like St. Andrews and some of those great courses in Scotland and Ireland that play along the coast. So it's fun to play. Jay and Judd will tell you if you play real well there, you can shoot a really good number. If you don't hit it very straight, you won't get a suntan and you'll shoot a big number. So it's pretty easy goings for the average golfer, but it'll challenge the good guys. But I've seen some pretty good golf there too. So.
Well, Todd, I'd echo that, and the Quad Cities is so lucky to have quite a few really good golf courses. I love every time I get a chance to come over there and play the Arsenal with the history of Arsenal Island. I love the golf course, and you're right. If you just looked at the scorecard, you might look at the distance of the course and say, "Oh, I'm going to chew this thing up." But very challenging golf course, and it's deceptively long. Because you can't just bomb driver. Sometimes you're hitting 3-wood, maybe a long iron off of a tee for the long hitters. But the golf course is always in fantastic shape, and I know Jay and I are both looking forward to I guess it's in July now. We'll have our Iowa PGA Section Championship there at the Arsenal, and I know a lot of the pros look forward to any time there's an event there.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. We kind of fell into that through the back door. I figured one of the big golf courses, the long golf courses, would have snagged that up, and being a club car account, we're eligible, and Troy kind of said, hey, could you do it? I would love to do it. So I agree with you. You know, you guys were talking about Corey Pavin earlier. I'm the Corey Pavin of the Iowa section. So that's if I hit it really solid. But I think that's the nice thing about it. Some of the guys that are over 50, some of the other guys that have played there well before, you know, it's going to give us an advantage for 1 year, I think. But it is a good test. You know, the first 3 holes are kind of warm-ups and get a birdie there if you can, but if you look at our yardage from 4 to 12, it's 9 holes there, par 36. From the blue tees, that's a little over 3,500 yards. So if you played the 4 through 12 and went back over and played 4 through 12 again, you'd be playing 7,100 yards of tree-line tight golf. And anybody that's played the Arsenal, if they think about doing that 2 or 3 times a day, they know they were biting off more than they could probably chew.
Hey, Todd, you know, we know it's a private club, but has access to the public. Give the audience an idea how they can access, besides winning here on the tee, an opportunity to play the Arsenal.
Well, here's the big news flash. Last September, the development company that was operating the private club fell behind on their lease payments to the government. If anybody wants to know what that's like, go ahead and don't pay your taxes next month, and you'll find out what kind of trouble that'll cause you. So they basically were politely escorted off the island, and the Army took over the golf course. So I'm now a federal employee, and it's actually a post-golf course now, open to the public. We do not have any members. The golf course is now open to the public. You can get a season pass if you'd like. You can pay a daily fee if you'd like. So now we're in a new era of golf in the Quad Cities with the Arsenal Island Golf Course being open to the public, and definitely part of the community again. The way it was sort of established at the beginning in 1897 as a relationship between Arsenal, Rock Island, and the Quad City community. So, yeah, anybody can play it now. Just call, get a tee time. Our prices are really affordable. They're very, very much in line with the other public courses in the Quad Cities. And we're just kind of hoping we become part of everybody's little tour around town. We got great golf here on both sides of the river, and you know, we're not trying to steal that from anybody. We just want to be a great part of that. So anybody can come enjoy the golf course now.
Were you two paying attention? He said anybody can come play, and that includes me and the Hack Nation, you clowns.
I'm not sure he meant anybody.
They were making it sound like it was an elite location last year that I probably wasn't going to have access to. The only thing that makes me a bit nervous is you're on the base, and they probably do a thorough background check, don't they?
You know, you do have to show your driver's license, whether you're driving or not. So, you know, there's some guys out there that might want to go to the State Department and get their state ID because their driver's license is being held under suspect right now. But yeah, other than that, you tell them you're going to the golf course. They may have to check in your license plate off your car or something, give you a badge so you don't go park it in front of the general's quarters or off in front of his office. But access to the Arsenal is very, very simple, and anybody with a driver's license or a state-issued ID card can get in and come play us.
You had a question there, Mike?
No, I was just going to add, you know, Todd, I mean, before you invite Mike, you know, he's kind of one of the children of the 70s, and there's a better-than-average chance he had, you know, kind of a hippie kind of hair going, maybe burn a draft card or something. So, I mean, don't partner up with him too much.
He might be escorted off the grounds. Is that what you're saying?
You know, they don't allow us to bring a list or vouch for anybody coming in. You know, you got to get through the gate, and then if you can get to our door, we'll let you play. But if you can't get past the guards, you know, really,
you're on your own.
My chain of command doesn't go high enough. You know.
Todd Fowler, we appreciate you taking time. We look forward to a long relationship with the Arsenal, and we're going to give plenty of opportunities for people to come and play. We'll stay in touch throughout the course of the season.
Thanks, Mike, and Judd, Jay. Look forward to seeing you guys at the first tournament.
All right, Todd Fowler, we'll be back on the tee.